One of the other ways we can app smash with Canva is to use the embedded apps that are already in Canva, and there are hundreds of them. To check out the apps in Canva, you can either find them within your design or from your homepage, click Apps. Canva will walk you through some of the trending apps, some new and noteworthy apps, and you can explore all of the apps that Canva has to offer. You might even recognize some of the apps as ones that you already use. So let's take a look at some of the apps that Canva has available. First of all, you can connect Canva to other apps like Giphy to add GIFs to your designs. There are definitely many stylistic apps like Pixelfy, Animefy, um, and also some familiar apps like Google Drive. Let me scroll down, Instagram, Google Photos. So you can directly connect these apps to Canva, which is super helpful in your process when you want to integrate work that you've created in other apps. So let's take a look at some of these. I'm actually going to start with just a blank design. So I'm going to go to I'm going to create just a blank presentation or something easy. Let's do presentation. And then I'll show you just where you can find your apps while you're while you're creating in Canva. So here in our toolbar to the left that we've gotten used to using to find design elements, to add text, to create our brand kit, to add any uploads to our Canva designs, there's a draw feature here. We're going to go to apps. And when you click on the apps grid, you have first a way to discover all of the apps in Canva. And if you scroll, you'll see that there are a lot of them. And this week, what we're going to do is you're going to explore a little bit um, apps that interest you and then report back in our discussion about which ones you tried and what were your favorites. Once you use an app, you can add it to your favorite apps. And these are just some of the ones that I've used in the past. There's an emoji app where you can link and grab emojis to put in your designs. Of course, Google Drive, so you can connect your Canva account directly to Google Drive. So when you're looking to embed docs or anything you've created in Google Drive, it will connect directly. Google Photos, I use a lot when I'm integrating photos that I've taken and that are actually saved in Google Photos. And there are some other artsy like apps that I've used, Character Builder, Face Artist, so you can take a picture of yourself and it will turn you into a painting, which is very cool. Voxel Art will take a picture and actually turn it into Legos. And there are also many AI related apps like Dolly. And we're going to look at the AI related apps a little bit more specifically in session 3. But I want to scroll back to Discover because those were my apps. And before I get into just the external apps, here are the basic Canva apps. You have some translation tools at the bottom here, video apps, audio, backgrounds, logos, photos. I wanted to just take a minute to show you charts, which is very cool, especially if you teach math or statistics and basically any subject, and you want to take data and actually very easily take that data and make it into a visual for your students. So I'm just going to select, for the heck of it, a bar chart. And what it will do is it will directly add it to my presentation. And then I can modify the columns here. So for instance, if I wanted to change this column header to represent me and another person, and then I can change my labels here. Maybe it's going to be a day of the week. And notice that as I add information to my graph, it's actually modifying it inside my design. And if I change the numeric values in here, it will also change my bar graph. So this might be something interesting to use with students. you can take whatever you create here and turn it into a Google Sheet or upload it to a CSV file. So just wanted to take a minute to point that out to you to know that that is there. You can also, once you enter all your data, you can actually change the data into different charts and graphs just by clicking on that drop down. So that's kind of interesting. And just check that out this week when you get a chance. I'm going to go back to apps, and I'm actually going to delete my graph here because I want to show you some of the other apps that are available. One that I've used before is a QR code generator. So feel free to check that one out. But I wanted to show you just some of these stylistic design apps that are in Canva. So I'm going to go to Cartoonify and just click on that, and it will have you open it. Or actually, let's go to Animify. Cartoonify was buffering for a little bit. I'm going to click that, and I just have to select an image from my design, and it doesn't have to be one that I've uploaded. I could use an element from Canva as well. And then I click the button to Animify and replace, and it's going to take that image and make it into an anime image. And there you go. So kind of cool. You could see that students might enjoy using that. I'm going to go back to apps and scroll down and show you some more options. So there's a cool logo maker. Again, some stylistic choices here. There's Origamify, which is cool. And the other one I wanted to show you was voxel art, which actually takes your image and changes it into a Lego image. So let's go and just undo that and bring me back. I'm going to go to voxel art, and I selected the image of myself, and then let's see how this looks. So as you can see, I look very different as a Lego figure, but that's voxel art. And there are a lot of fun apps in Canva that here's flower art. You can change your picture into almost looks like it's made out of flowers. So have fun kind of exploring some of those stylistic apps in Canva. But I also just wanted to point out that there are some useful productivity apps. Also in Canva, there is a bingo card maker. Here's Bitmoji. So if you're a Bitmoji fan, you can connect directly to Bitmoji. There's a code format app. There is a barcode maker, a frame maker, which is kind of cool. You can also, did I pass it already? There is a math formula app. I'm going to keep going here. I mean, just kind of silly ones, wave generator. But here's Google Maps, YouTube, emoji, again, Google Drive, Facebook. This embed, I'm going to add actually, is pretty useful. So if I click on that, I'm going to be able to embed any media in my design. So let's say I created a website, or I'm just going to use Nat Geo for my example, and I wanted to embed it somewhere in my Canva design. You can also embed maps and YouTube videos, but for this example, I'm just going to show you how to add and embed, your web page right into your design there for your students. And again, that embed app, you can embed many different things. I've actually been trying to embed a Google form, but for some reason it's not working. I've watched a few videos where it does work. So if you have any success with that, let me know. Going back to apps, just a few more to show you, and then you can kind of go on your merry way and explore some of those cool ones. And you can actually start from scratch, or you can kind of open a design that you've created in Canva and use some of these apps within the design. What else did I want to show you? There another QR code generator. Um, let's see, font frames, something that will take your picture and turn it into a sketch. Um, the list goes on and on. There are voiceover options, text art, so you can take text and turn it into different art forms. Sushi letters is kind of cool, um, and just many more. So have fun this week. Explore some of your apps. Again, you can find your apps grid from a design over on the left-hand toolbar, or if you are actually on your Canva homepage and would rather explore that way, let's go home. Scroll over on your toolbar here, and here's your apps area where you can arrow over and just kind of take a look at that away. So enjoy exploring Canva apps this week.